Germany's Cannibal Killer, the untold story of Karl Denke. Welcome to The Most Evil, where we delve into the minds of history's most notorious serial killers. Today, we delve into the terrifying story of Karl Denke, a German serial killer and cannibal whose gruesome acts shocked a nation. Known as the Cannibal of Münsterberg and the Forgotten Cannibal, Denke's horrific crimes remained hidden for years. Karl Denke was born on August 12, 1860, in Kunzendorf, Silesia, in the Kingdom of Prussia. He was a challenging child, refusing to speak until age 7 and frequently running away from home by age 12. After graduating from elementary school, he became an apprentice gardener and lived comfortably by age 25. Inheriting money after his father's death, Denke bought land for farming, but when this failed, he sold it and later bought a house in Katowice. Due to inflation, he sold the house but continued living in a small apartment on its ground floor, running a shop selling meat at a local market, which he claimed was goat flesh. In 1880, Denke moved to Münsterberg, renting an apartment at number 10 Teichstrasse. Though well-liked and known as Vater Denke or Papa Denke, he kept to himself. He occasionally played the organ at the local church, but left the church by 1906. Denke's descent into darkness began in 1903, when he started preying on the most vulnerable members of society, homeless vagrants and travelers. Over the next 2 decades, he lured dozens of victims to his home, under the guise of offering food and shelter. His true intentions were far more sinister, as he would ultimately murder and cannibalize these unsuspecting souls. Denke's method of killing was both brutal and methodical. He would gain his victims' trust by offering them food and a place to stay. Once they were inside his home, he would attack them, often using blunt force to render them unconscious. He then proceeded to dismember their bodies, meticulously processing the flesh for consumption. Denke kept detailed records of his victims, noting their names and the dates of their deaths in a journal. Shockingly, he also turned parts of their bodies into meat products, which he sold at local markets. For years, Denke's horrific acts went unnoticed, partly due to the transient nature of his victims. However, in December 1924, his gruesome secret began to unravel. A would-be victim managed to escape from Denke's clutches and alerted the authorities. The police, initially skeptical, conducted a search of Denke's home. What they found was beyond their worst nightmares: human remains, neatly stored and labeled, along with his detailed journal documenting the murders. No one suspected Denke of any wrongdoing until Dec 21, 1924. That's when a bloodied man stumbled out into the streets and screamed out for help. Denke's upstairs neighbor came to his aid. After a doctor tended to victim's wounds, the victim managed to mutter that Papa Denke attacked him with an axe. Authorities arrested Denke and interrogated him. The gentle 54-year-old man said that victim attacked him and that he wielded an axe in self-defense. When officers were dispatched to Denke's house, they found a gruesome collection of human body parts, which had been stored in his home. There appeared to be numerous victims along with evidence of cannibalism, such as jars of pickled meat as well as many blood-stained clothing hung up in his closet, and it looked like Denke had been murdering transients and homeless people for many years. At 11:30 that evening, Karl Denke hanged himself in his jail cell. Psychologists have since speculated about Denke's mental state, suggesting he may have suffered from severe psychological disorders that drove his cannibalistic urges. His case, often overshadowed by other infamous serial killers, serves as a grim reminder of the horrors that can lurk behind a seemingly benign exterior. The legacy of Karl Denke is one of terror and mystery, as his true motivations and the full extent of his crimes may never be fully understood. Karl Denke's story is a chilling chapter in the annals of true crime, a tale of unimaginable horror hidden behind the mask of a quiet and helpful neighbor. His acts of cannibalism and murder left an indelible mark on the community of Münsterberg and continue to fascinate and horrify to this day. Thank you for joining us as we explored the disturbing case of the Cannibal of Münsterberg.
If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on true crime and psychological analysis. Remember to stay vigilant, and until next time, stay safe.